Get pest control first, then do your landscaping. Good morning, guys. Just got back from the store and picked up a few goodies. Ran some errands earlier this morning. Been a big fan of this Spindrift thing. Although I did get a LaCroix. I do love my LaCroix, but Spindrift is on another level with some of that real juice. Did you know that grapefruit and the pamplemousse flavor that LaCroix always uses is in fact the same thing? My mind was blown when I found out pamplemousse, or is it pamplemousse or pamplemousse? Mousse? Anyways, today is one of those days where we're gonna be chilling at the house. Just gonna make some food and spend some family time. But before I forget, this video is brought to you by Fetch Rewards. Now we're really excited to be teaming up with Fetch Rewards. It's basically an app that helps you save money when you shop or you dine out. And the secret to saving that money is one of these. It's super easy to use. All you have to do is download the app, sign up, and then scan your receipt. Make sure you're on the Discover tab, and you'll see an icon that has the picture of a camera. And all you gotta do is line up your receipt. Bam, take a picture of that. Now, grocery store receipts are like insanely long. I don't know why they have to be that long, but they just are. So what you're gonna do, plus sign, and then you scoot down to where you last left off. And at the top of that screen, you see it says produce. So we're just gonna match it up. Take a picture of that, and you take that too. And then you hit submit, and you let the magic happen here. Receipt is uploading. Bam! I just got 500 points. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, Albertsons. Now, the cool part about this too is that if you go back to the Discover tab, there is another icon next to the camera icon with an E. And if you click on that, it'll take you to your electronic receipts. So if you do a lot of shopping on Amazon, which we do too, you can definitely connect your Amazon account to Fetch Rewards, and you can start saving money through online purchases as well. It says here I'm not connected, so I gotta do that ASAP. You know what, I haven't even looked over at the rewards tab yet. Let's see what kind of rewards they got. And knowing me, I love food. Let's see what kind of restaurants they got. Applebee's, Buca de Beppo, Buffalo Wild Wings, California Pizza Kitchen. What else they got? Pets. I just did some shopping for my cats. Ooh, Petco. Oh my good. I just finished shopping for my cats today. Anyways, if you want to save some money, download the app now and use our code TIFFCASE to get 3,000 points when you scan your first receipt. It's fun, it's easy, you can start saving money now. Today is a special day for our cats because today we are switching out their potty situation. Like Tiff has said in previous vlogs, our cats have been notorious for defecating on furniture and on the floor. With that said, actually, pooping on the floor would be much more pleasant than needing to clean up our furniture that has poop stains and poop smells on them. So that's been kind of like the fiasco with our pets that we've been dealing with. I don't know if you guys can relate to that. We've been trying to figure that out. We've talked about this multiple times in our vlogs. A lot of you guys have actually suggested a lot of great advice. Maybe they don't like the kitty litter that they're using. Maybe the placement of the kitty litter is in a place they don't like using. Maybe it's too dark. Maybe it's too bright. Maybe it's too in the open. Maybe it's too closed off. And we've tried moving the kitty litters around in our new place. Originally, we had the kitty litters in the bathroom. It was in this room right here, in that corner. But then we're thinking maybe because it's in the bathroom and it's dark in here. Zoe is really the main culprit here. Zoe, you have caused us to move your kitty litter around so many times. Oh, they're fascinated by the ants that we got right now. We're having an ant problem too in our house just because I think it's hot outside and ants are thriving in this heat, and they're exploring our house for food options, and they're not finding any. Because when there is a food option here, when there's like a food that they're just attacking, there's like this long line of ants, and they're just like crowding the food source, carrying little bits back to the queen. So these ants though, they're not on that kind of mission. These ants are kind of just wandering around trying to find something. They can't find anything, and I think our cats are like killing them, because then I see like dead ants like here and there. They're just like dead ones. I think you guys are like licking them and biting them and possibly eating them. So yeah, our kitty litter used to be there. We recently moved the kitty litters to this corner, and I think they've been liking it. And we've also switched out the kitty litter too. Now we're using this corn-based kitty litter that clumps. Before we're using that breeze system where it's like the whole pellets and like there's a pad underneath, and that system, although very easy to use and very easy to maintain, it doesn't really hide and mask the smell of the urine. So give and take, you know? Like it does make the job easier, but it also doesn't really hide the smell, which is kind of like the biggest problem with cats in their urine. Like it's just, the ammonia smell is terrible. But yeah, so now we've opted for these, we're simplifying and we're going with sifting style kitty litters. We're just playing with our options and see what our cat's like. And just this morning, I had to clean. You can still see where I wiped. This area is where I found a piece of poop. And I found like 10 pieces of poop here. For some reason, Zoe really likes pooping on this green couch. That guy right there. We've also kind of come to the conclusion that maybe they don't like the pellets. Before it was like clay pellets, and it was probably hard on their paws. And they're indoor cats, so they're not like getting calluses, and they're not going outside and hardening their paws. So it's very soft. They have like these baby skin on their paws. Maybe the softer texture of like corn-based kitty litter might be more inviting for them to use. This is nice, soft texture. Hopefully they'll like it more. I like it more already. So now we're gonna try and test out a new area. We're probably gonna replace that disposable one with one of these guys. And I'm gonna put another one of these guys instead of going upstairs with it, because we have one upstairs, but it doesn't get a whole lot of action. It's just occasional pee here and there. No poop ever, really, so. Downstairs is where they prefer defecating. To stop them from going over there, we're gonna put one there and maybe one here, just because this seems like a nice little area out of the way of the rest of the living room. So hopefully you like it. And done video. Alright, let's see how these two kitty litters handle our cats and how our cats like these two kitty litters, placement and texture wise. Now that that's done, let's make some lunch. My favorite part of the day. Got some rice left over from yesterday. Bam. I've been chiseling away at this platter of pork chops that I got. Probably make some of those. I already made 2 of them. Probably make it for the rest. Make the rest of it today. Got some leftover beans from a Mexican spot that we like. Some salsa. So I'll probably dress the pork chops up with some of this. Serve it with some of that. Some rice. Maybe throw in an egg for good measure. Alright, Isaac, what are we doing here?
So I'm planning to make my own fried rice.
Your own fried rice?
So I'm gonna chop up these pork chops, yeah? Break the yolk, put it onto the rice, and add the shredded pork chops.
Ooh, that sounds good. That's what I like to do. Well, I don't necessarily pre-mix mine, but as I'm eating, I'm like mixing all of my stuff up, and I love how everything tastes together when it's like all mushed together in your mouth.
Yeah.
And I offer you a rojo or verde salsa.
Rojo.
Rojo, yes, that's good.
Rojo. I don't know.
Is it roja?
Roja?
There's a female red and a male
Salsa
red.
roja is how they call it.
Oh.
The color is rojo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salsa verde.
Even the colors have genders.
So like if it's like salsa ends with the A. So that's why roja, which comes after salsa, has to end with the A. Is how I understand it. But I didn't formally learn Spanish, like textbook wise, so I really don't know. But that's what I heard from other people that have learned Spanish as a second language kind of thing. They say that that's a rule. But I remember being in Mexico and like getting the gender confused of an item, and then a family member told me the same rule. So I guess that's how it's supposed to be. So salsa roja.
Learning Chinese as a kid too, like my Chinese is very like broken. It's like at the level of a kindergarten kid, yeah. It's like I'm talking like baby talk. It's like, do you want some salsa that is red instead of like red salsa? It's like, it's just like, it takes a long time to get the point across. The problem with growing up bilingual and in a melting pot of a country. Ooh, you're not using all the rojo? Ha?
Rojo.
Oh, you are?
Just put like a little bit here and there.
Oh, I
wanna,
see.
Like
I see.
just drench them.
Okay,
How
I'll
about
use.
Steve.
Oh yeah, what does Steve do?
Like entire plate will just be red.
True, Steve's the kind of guy that goes, I don't know what it tastes like, but I think I already know it needs more salt and more pepper. All right, I'm gonna go for the verde. The verde, you are gender neutral, verde. You don't have a do or a da. It's a day. There we go. That's how you do leftovers. That is a work of art. Ah, there's ants everywhere. All right, these ants look like they found something. They're on a mission, and they're on a mission to get some cat food that's in here. I guess they didn't really get to it yet, but they're on their way to finding it. I just called Pest Control, and we have a date coming up, and they're gonna spray the house. This will be the first time this house has received pest control treatment. And the way they explained to me is you create a barrier around your house so that any ants or any bugs that are coming around will be deterred by the spray. And so as it is, it's not because we have food laying around or anything like that, mainly because we don't have that barrier set up, and so they're just kind of roaming around. Oh yes, but the lady on the phone did say that if we're gonna do landscaping, because I asked her, like, we're doing landscaping soon, so would that affect the effectiveness of the spray? She was saying, if anything, you might wanna do the pest control first, because once you start landscaping, you till up the ground, the soil and stuff. A lot of the critters are gonna come out, and what they're gonna do is try to find refuge. So you actually might see even more ants and bugs and stuff in and around the house. So if you guys are homeowners too, get pest control first, then do your landscaping. Man, being a homeowner, you get to learn a lot of different things that you never thought was even a thing to even know. All right, so I've been tackling a lot of projects around the house. Getting the landscaping and like the planning of that and like budgeting at that was a pretty big one. Well, that's really about it. Everything else has just been like, you know, getting cooking videos done, your vlogs done, working on like, you know, Junbi and Shrimp Daddy content. Another project, this project, I've kind of dropped the ball on this one. And it's a big project, and you can really see how big this project is since Tiff and Isaac just left, and there's no car in here. All that must go. This is all our old furniture, from the couches that we used to have in the living room, to a couch that was in Isaac's room, to our old dresser, to our old desks, DVD shelves, our dining table that we've disassembled. It's like in parts over there. Tiff's aunt has called dibs on these tables right here, and I believe the Big Mood podcast wants this circle shelf, but everything else must go. The bed back there, and I'm just looking at this like I don't want to deal with it. Gotta post it on OfferUp or Craigslist and sell this crap. Yeah, another thing too that's kind of been stopping me from wanting to do it is pricing this stuff, because I know people on Craigslist and OfferUp are looking for a deal. They're looking for like, you know, give me a couch for $100, you know, $200 max. But I've talked to Tiff, and we know these couches that we got are like about $1,000 each. Quality build. We've loved these couches for the time that we've had them for. We just decided to go in a different, you know, style for the new house. But we know the value of these couches, and it hurts to think that we're gonna sell a $1,000 couch for $100. Part of me is like, well, maybe we should sell it in order of how it's laid out in this garage, because if we sell, say, like the bed over there, it's like, just, I don't want to deal with moving everything. So just might as well sell the stuff that's in front and just kind of go in order, so we don't actually have to shuffle anything around. And I had a few offers, and they're trying to lowball me and whatnot, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm kind of firm on my price right now, and probably gonna have to just drop the price in order to get rid of it, because now we're just kind of like sitting here like, I want to move my car in here, and maybe I'm just getting desperate to get rid of it now. I don't know. You win, OfferUp, you win. What are you doing?
I'm with the cats.
So?
Yeah. You kind of got over it now.
Oh.
We're playing for a minute. You came too late. Now they're too old to make it out in the wild.
True. I know.
The softest paws ever.
I know. I was telling everyone about like how we switched kitty litters,
pellets.
and the pellets might be too hard on their paws.
The softest little paws ever.
Yeah, a prince and a princess over here.
Ants everywhere.
I know. I said that we scheduled, and he looks over it. He's like, I'm tired.
8-year-old old man.
Man, you are
No,
old.
7? 8?
I don't know.
7. He's slowly melting to the ground.
He's like, I give up. Fine. You wanna cuddle? We can cuddle.
He dropped his butt.
Cats love you the most.
So let me manhandle him.
Yeah, it's funny about our cats is that our cats have different relationships with each one of us humans. And they definitely like Tiff the most in terms of letting her hug and cuddle and like just do whatever. So you get to have that access, which me and Isaac don't, and they like always run away from us and stuff. And so I always feel so left out. And I'm the one that does the kitty litters all the time.
I'm the one that takes care of the food, so that maybe that's why they're like, well, she's the one that feeds us.
True, you do feed them, and you do, and in terms of water, like I always forget to do the water too. So
make sure that they stay alive.
True.
I handle what goes in, and you handle what goes out.
Dang, you gotta treat me like that. You gotta
But
treat
you
me
pick
like
up my
that.
crap.
I know. You should be more grateful for the people that pick up your crap. Alright guys, it is dinner time and I'm about to make some food. And what I'm making tonight is minchi, and it is a Macanese Chinese dish. So Macanese as in like Macau, China. And what it is, it's like minced meat with some onions and some soy sauce. And it's pretty good. It's a really simple recipe, very much a home food. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that pork chop grease that I have here from earlier. I'm gonna heat it up and throw some onions in there, and I'm gonna utilize all this flavor that's here already. So tonight we are feasting on some minchi, and it is a dish from Macau, China, and it's traditionally made with beef and pork, but we had turkey, and I wanted to use up the ground turkey. But it's cooked in some soy sauce, and you serve it with some rice and an egg on top. And traditionally, it's served with fried potatoes. But instead of fried potatoes,
French fries.
we got French fries. It's kind of like lomo saltado a bit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, big shout outs to Fetch Rewards. Be sure to use the code TIFFCASE when you scan your first receipt to get 3,000 points and save some money.